As the second round of the freezing rain, the sleet, and the snow jotted through the 4 states this morning, we finally are getting just a little bit of a break, but we're going to spend our time on or talking about those weather conditions that are still going to be very, very dangerous because of what we have absorbed over the last 2 days. This is a live look right now at I-44 at the Saginaw exit, and tell you what, comparatively speaking to even what we saw yesterday morning, traffic just about nil outside. That being said, we at least are getting a little break as the majority of the freezing rain and sleet, even some thunder sleet associated with the lightning strikes right there, has now moved all the way east of Springfield. Now, I want to go back and talk about the Missouri Department of Transportation travel page here, because as we see the purple area, those are still considered covered, especially when you get south of I-44. That's where our live camera was, just about right in that area. Now, that dark blue, that's partly covered. And so as you get up north on I-49, things get a little bit better as you head toward Vernon County. But if we go south on 49, oh, that is a different story, because here we are in the northwest Arkansas. We'll pinpoint I-49 in Washington County near the Missouri state line, where it is considered mostly clear, but we still have slush on the roads. And then as we duck down just to the east of 49 to Highway 71, partly covered still. That is I-49 to the Missouri state line as well, as they are still developing some light snow. In Oklahoma, let's concentrate on I-44, where things considerably better than what we had yesterday. Department of Transportation and the Highway Patrol considering the status moderate, much better than the severe as what was indicated yesterday. I do want to point out, though, that 69 and 69A in Ottawa County are still considered severe. In other words, the Highway Patrol saying, please avoid driving on these if possible. As we transition over to Kansas, much better than what we had yesterday. The legend on the right-hand side showing you the what's considered partially covered roads right there, as compared to the completely covered what we had yesterday. And compliments of the Kansas Department of Transportation, what you're looking at right here. That's a live shot on Highway 69 out by Kansas Crossing Casino. Traffic moving pretty well. I think really it's just the number of cars that really has decreased. Positive aspect of it all, though, people actually yielding the warnings, paying attention to the dangerous driving conditions. But because our temperatures are so low, let's not let our guard down. If you have to get home tonight, hopefully you don't have late night plans as well. If you do, let's think about putting those off. If you don't want to do it over the weekend, if you can fast forward those to next week, the first week of March, it's going to be absolutely delightful. Not worth trying to brave what we have right now. Eventually, skies are going to clear off. We've got to let this cloud cover move in from the west right here. And after they do, it is going to be one frigid of a night. But the positive aspect of it all is, comparatively speaking, this is kind of what we broke down this morning. On Wednesday, that's where our system started, and it beelined up on us. Now, the one that we're seeing dominate portions of south central Missouri now make its way into Illinois and eventually Indiana through Kentucky right there up the Ohio River Valley. Because it developed in northeast Texas, gave us a little bit of a break, shifted off to our southeast for today. Let's talk about our watches and warnings that are still in effect, because the winter weather advisory has pushed off to the north, and then it actually moved to the west as well. And our winter weather warnings down there in the pink, those have not moved. That's been pretty stagnant since we put those into effect. That goes all the way back to Tuesday when those went into effect, and we've still got about 8.5 hours there before they expire. Here's where we stand temperature-wise in the 20s. Let's factor in the wind that we've experienced and our wind chills in the teens. And it's actually going to drop down easily into single digits by the time we get to tonight. Nationally speaking, everything moves off to the east. We're going to get a dry spell, so that's not too bad. Now watch the cloud cover remove itself for Thursday night into Friday. That's going to make for an extremely cold Friday morning for sure. But Tanya, the nice thing is the sunshine will begin tomorrow. Take us up into the 40s for Saturday and Sunday. Next week, we can enjoy some wonderful, almost spring-like temperatures, if you will. That's why I was encouraging everybody, if you do have plans tonight, you can just set them off a couple days. It's going to be much safer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just be careful out there with that refreeze for sure. I'm looking forward to the sunshine.
It's coming. We're getting closer, I promise.
We're going to start singing its praises. All right, thanks, Michael.